The question is, can you talk about your involvement with reality and virtual reality? I have always seen virtual reality as difficult because it requires device, even if today they are much less. There are device really easy, but I have always seen virtual reality a bit far from me. Augmented reality has become my means of connection between art and technology. Thanks to AR, I can create dynamics artworks that merge analog painting, photography, digital art, images, audio, and video created with generative AI. And all these media are mixed together, and you can enjoy them if you can access to AR. My artworks are augmented by Artivive. And when I was in Los Angeles in June, I got in touch with a companies, Japanese companies that saw these artworks and asked me to start creating artwork for their VR system. So I will try, but I don't know.
Wow. And my questions, sorry. Okay. Do you use AI to help prepare for your presentations?
I don't use AI for create my contents or even to prepare presentations. AI lacks feelings, and when you give a presentation, you need to involve the audience, to take them with you to reflect on parts that stimulate their mind. And then I am a hyper productive person in all sector. So I still believe a lot in the uniqueness of content creation before using AI. And for me, AI is a tool that can help you review, modify, or give new input to integrate into ideas that you have already thought and of and are or you want implementing. I usually use ChatGPT to ask how to maintain emotional control in difficult situations, or for example, with people I can't stand, or in a romantic situation where passions want to drive the situation, or to respond to emails that make me nervous, and to find answer to send that don't make me lose my job.
Good, good. Okay, so second question. As an artist, how do you use AI these days? Can you give an example of how AI has changed in its ability to help you create art?
Okay, I was one of the first person to make terrible images with simple prompts in September 2022, and one of the first to say that we needed filters. And these filters now has arrived. Today we have the Midjourney models version 6.1, but when we started working with Midjourney, we were testing this software with really prehistorical version, like version 1, version 2, version 3, 4. And I pushed the software to produce human deformation, blood, and images that should not have been created by an AI software. And I obtained them with a few simple words without writing any prompts that was blocked by the software. Then more and more filters were created, and today I could no longer ask for the regeneration of the same images created with Midjourney version 1, version 2, or version 4, for example. Today, Midjourney blocked me immediately. They warn me that if I ask for images that violate Midjourney rules, my account will be blocked. So I like working with older version of Midjourney much more than with new ones, because the new version try to get to perfection, but a creative person doesn't need perfection. He needed the ability to generate input that he then used to create his art. And so there should be a tag, something like a tag, that allow creatives to remove the filters in the creation of their content, as long as the creatives guarantee the correct use of AI contents that will be created.
So in the beginning, it blocked you. I'm sorry. I think I understand, but can you give an example of something that you did before and you liked better than now? You're saying now it's too perfect?
In when we start with Midjourney version 2, you can use some word like red or passions or hand or simple word, and you generated images terrible with blood, with deformations. So with Midjourney version 6.1, it's not possible. You can generate wonderful images as models or person very perfect, but it's not the really research of an artist. So a creative person want to use this software as a tool to make research for own art.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now, next question. You are Italian, so of course the traditional fine art world and the galleries and the traditional business practices, the traditional way of selling art with galleries. How do you feel about the business and exhibition side of the digital art world? Are we creating new traditions, or is it just so fast, here today, gone tomorrow? The internet culture or the digital culture versus the traditional gallery, human to human communication. What do you think?
The path I'm taking lets me to find myself in the middle of well-defined situations, but which don't reflect me. I am Italian, I have an artistic and cultural background, and I can't ignore the history and culture of my country when I make art, when I create a presentation, when I create content of any kind. So I approached the world of new technologies as a journalist in 2018. And the world of new technologies seemed so far from me. And it took me a long time to enter that world. And I did it by listening, meeting, and interviewing many professionals. And it was the curiosity for the world of technology that brought me to a different level from the world of art. And I asked myself this question: can we create art with technology? I tried to follow this path without considering that what I'm creating is not traditional art or even pure technology. So I'm not recognized in the world of traditional artists, nor in that of high-level technologists. But I think I'm ahead of the curve, and that scares me, but I know that is the best way for me. I hope sooner or later someone will understand what I'm doing. And there are already many people who follow me, over 20,000 on LinkedIn. And I just need the opportunity of an important interactive museum that opens the door for me to further develop my creativity. And for NFTs, I don't like NFTs. I probably can see the point. Art needs, I think that art needs to be shared, to be known, and the mistake is sharing it without mentioning the author. And this unfortunately happens very often. But if I have an analog artwork that has a connection with digital, how can you steal my artwork? You have to create a fake. It's not possible. Otherwise, my unique artwork will be in my hand or in the hand of the buyers.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. I actually, I like NFTs, the idea of NFTs. All it is, it's digital property. It's just digital property. But the NFT art market it's like gambling. It's gambling and my friend and this movie star, and it's nothing about the art. But to say NFTs are bad, no. The system around art NFTs, I don't like. I don't like.
It's
I don't
complicated.
like. I don't like. Okay, so where can we see your artworks?
I am part of a group of artists based in Zurich, Switzerland, and with them I exhibit in international galleries and participate in competition in many parts of the world. I have exhibited at a collateral event of the Venice Art Biennale in 2024 in June, at Basel Airport during Art Basel Expo 2024 this year, at the Swiss Art Expo in Zurich in 2023 and 2024, and many others. And I would like to bring my artwork to important museums around the world, but I have to find the right opportunities where my artwork is understood, and because it's not a traditional art and not pure technology. It's not a pure technology, so my artwork is in the middle.
I think I'm sorry, I missed this question. You often use faces, some of your work online. I see faces. You often work with the face. I said,
Yes.
before we talk about technical processes, can you explain your interest in faces, especially your faces with colors and materials applied to them?
When you look at a person, you create a connection with their eyes. Interactions between people who avoid the gaze are really constructive. So the face and the eyes are elements for me that have always attracted me in my artistic careers. I lived 15 years with an African family, and my son is a mix of culture, and I am always fascinated by the different somatic characteristics. And the shape of the face, the beauty of the lips, the sweetness or hardness of the line of the nose, the cut of the shape of the eyes, the light reflected in the eyes are all elements that make a face dynamic. And I am a very curious person who gets bored very quickly and needs constant input. So the face allow me to focus on many different details while remaining in the same creative space. And colors are another thing really important for me, which have a value of 19% in the creation of an artwork. If the color is not in tone with your mood, the artwork will not be able to express the emotion and that the emotion that you want to transmit to the person who looks at it. And when I can't dedicate myself to the creation of artworks for too long, because a thousand other things in daily life drag me elsewhere, I paint myself, my eye, my face, and color is very important in our life. And if you are sad, but you dress in bright colors, the day will be different. And I learned that very often we just hide the colors we like because we think we are more compatible with society. If we dress, for example, in black or white or gray, but black and white are not colors. They are the absence or presence of colors. So colors is fundamental to our mood.
Great. I asked you your signature piece. If you had one artwork that you said, this is the one that is me, my art, my technology, my life, my love, what would that one piece be?
If I have work for my signature.
So one, if I had a gallery and I was giving you space, but I said you can only put one image, one artwork, what would the one artwork be?
This is a really difficult question because I think there is no painting that represents my signature, but there is a moment in which the painting or artwork represent me. I love changes. I love staying in balance and not stopping my creativity in just in one image. And did I mention that I am a person who gets bored very quickly? No, so painting become all the moment after deciding that they no longer need changes. So I made a painting, and some moment after, they become old for me. So I create and destroy until I reach a point where destruction and creation find a balance. As soon as I find this balance, I maintain interest in that artwork for a while, but by changing everything that happens around me, having my desire for expressions need new creations. So it's a continuous production that can't be stopped at a single image or single photography or single frame. No.
But in my gallery, I want to say, oh, Cecilia's artwork, what do I put?
Yes, in this moment, in this day, this is the artwork that represents me. Okay. The question is, can you talk about your involvement with reality and virtual reality? I have always seen virtual reality as difficult because it requires device, even if today they are much less there are device really easy, but I have always seen virtual reality a bit far from me. Augmented reality has become my means of connection between art and technology. Thanks to AR, I can create dynamics artworks that merge analog painting, photography, digital art, images, audio, and video created with generative AI. And all these media are mixed together and you can enjoy them if you can access to AR. My artworks are augmented by Artivive. And when I was in Los Angeles in June, I got in touch with a companies, Japanese companies that saw these artworks and asked me to start creating artwork for their VR system. So I will try, but I don't know.
Wow. Do you mind if I ask that company's name?
I can send you, don't remember. No.
That's okay. Cecilia, this has been very nice. Could you please send me a list of your upcoming exhibitions,
Yes.
your future exhibitions? And should I get the artwork from your website, or would you like to send something more fresh or current?
Yes, I can send you the exhibition videos.
Okay. So again, I have my gallery. I have my gallery, and I want to put one art piece of you. What do I put?
I will show the last one for sure that represent me in that moment and in this mood of my life is important for me. The moment
Would
I
it be
for artworks in a gallery in December in Palma de Mallorca. And I love this artwork, but I need to change and make others artworks because my mood is changing. So in the last time, so I need to express myself in another way, and I need to create some new.
is there some artist or teacher that has influenced you, or you just go from your own feelings, or
I love Picasso and the Dadaism and surrealism and the pop art. I and the world, Basquiat, and but also Marcel Duchamp. And so I love also Michelangelo, but I live in Italy. Michelangelo is with me every day. So for my expression, I need something close to pop art, or I need to make art with word and merge many different technologies together.
thank you. Anything else that you would like to say about
Uh,
art, about AI, about technology?
there is one question the second question is, do you use AI to help you to prepare? No? What is the role of AI in your daily life?
Oh, yes, yes.
I use AI in many ways and work with many different software. As far as image generation software goes, I was, for example, one of the first to test AI software of Getty Images and that of Musavir AI, etc. Obviously, only after having learned and used it for months, Midjourney, DALI, Stability, Runaway, Leonardo AI, all software that in the early days had been made available for free to better implement their data set and obtain better results with their AI.
Great, great. I Your technical background, how, of course, you're an artist, but also you, for example, how did it happen that you are testing Getty, one of the first people? How did you, one day the phone, oh, hello, can you help us? Or your friend, or you applied, or how did that happen?
I was in September 2022, I was in the middle of a big discussion on LinkedIn, and I create a little community on WhatsApp. In this community, there was many technical people and me as an artist. And so there was different point of view, and I was really frustrated by AI, generative AIs. In that moment, I needed to understand what happened and the evolution of this technology. And now, with my artistic background, I can use AI as a tool. And I want to clarify one thing. Using AI software to create images and declaring them art pushes us to generate a lot of images. Lacking feelings, we get bored very quickly with what we see, and we need to search for new inputs. So we keep creating AI images continuously, but too quickly. When you make art without AI, you go on a meditative journey inside yourself. And meditation takes time. Think about how much time it takes to try to draw a face with a line, or try to give light to a shape with a brush and colors. When I create analogically, I enter into the artwork. With Gen AI, I always remain outside of the production, and it contrasts with the amount of materials I produce. So my use of AI is a purpose of expressions that joins my search for expression of a deep feeling that I live in my daily life. Do you understand now why we can't declare generative AI art? We can define generative AI as an input to creativity, and the AI software as a tool that can help you implement your creativity and art.
Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry for my English.
No, thank you. Pardon, je ne parle italiano. I don't. I'm sorry, that's not correct at all. Thank you, really. I will stop the recording.